My artifact is a piece of the net from the regional championship game for basketball. We were playing the Mandry Warriors, and we were losing by 8 to 10 points for most of the game until a late surge in the fourth quarter. We brought it to a tie game and went into overtime. And then in the overtime, it was tied for most of the period. And then at the end, Carter Reested scored a layup, which made the score 75-73 with 7 to 10 seconds left. And then we ended up winning by 2. And at the end of the game, we got to cut a piece of net off and keep it. So my main points are the dreams the whole team had as third graders, and then the doubt that came after losing my freshman year. We lost, and I really didn't know if we were actually good enough to ever make it to the state tournament like our dreams. And then my last point is the memories that were made the sophomore year, making it to the state tournament. And then, so as a small little third grader, I always dreamed of making it to the state tournament with my team. And well, I wanted to win, but that didn't happen. But that's all we would talk about as 9, 10, 11-year-olds is when we get bigger, we're gonna make it to the state tournament. And we hadn't even made it to junior high yet, so we were a little ahead of ourselves. And then later on, so 8th grade, 9th grade year, I doubt that I was good enough, my teammates were good enough to actually win the region. And then especially freshman year, we lost to Newtown in the second round of regionals, and I did not think we were ever good enough to beat the teams and actually make it to the state tournament. And then sophomore year started, and 3 of our players were injured, so I just thought we were cursed and there's no way we'll ever make it to the state tournament. But obviously we did. So that sophomore year, after everybody got back, we finally went on a run and made a lot of memories, going from place to place for road games. And all the 21 wins we had that year, which should probably be the most any team has had in one year. And then we finally accomplished the goal of making it to the B. And that's why this little piece of net means so much to me. And the friendships that I made, it's just by looking at this net, brings it all into my head. So I wanted to go over the meaning behind the piece of net and why it means so much. I went over the dreams, my 9-year-old self. I went over all the memories that were made sophomore year. And in conclusion, I can't wait to do it again.